Hey, what's up, y'all? Dan back at you with another video, and today we're talking about the Void Titan build. I know I did a video on this last season, but I do think it's worth making another video about, as this season, with the seasonal artifacts, they have made this build even better than I thought it could be. So our updated Void Titan is taking advantage of a few new artifact mods. First being Unto the Breach. This mod creates a Void Breach whenever you defeat a Void debuff target. Pairing this with the artifact mod Protective Breach, which grants you an overshield whenever you pick up a Void Breach or extends your current overshield, creates a scenario where the more you defeat targets, the more Void Breaches you create, the more overshields you have. These two in combination with the mod Supernova, where picking up a Void Breach gives your next source of Void damage the ability to weaken targets. These three mods in combination are very powerful on their own, but pairing them with our Void subclass and the appropriate aspects, Fragments, and Exotic can create a scenario of very high uptime with insane synergy. For the subclass aspects, we're going to be using Bastion. This mod got an update this season where now you get 2 Fragment slots. This is huge, as it is now the same slots given to Offensive Bulwark, the aspect previously used in my Void build. Bastion grants you an overshield every time you activate your barricade. Standing near the barricade gives you a refresh of the overshield's timer as well. This is great because it's another source of an overshield, which we always want to have anyway. The other aspect we're using is Controlled Demolition. This mod grants you full health anytime a Void debuff target explodes from a Void ability or from Volatile. For the Fragments, we're adding ones that will benefit our overshields or grant us Volatile and benefit our Void breaches. Echo of Harvest, which gives you an Orb of Power and Void breach whenever you defeat a weakened target. Echo of Undermining, which makes your Void grenades weaken targets and take an additional 15% damage from all sources. Echo of Instability, which gives your Void weapons volatile rounds after defeating targets with your grenade. And Echo of Starvation, which gives you Devour whenever you pick up a Void breach or an Orb of Power. Combining all these things gives us multiple sources to generate Orbs of Power and Void breaches, which in turn grants you Volatile, Weaken, and debuff benefits on top of consistent overshields, and Devour allows you to continue staying alive. This build fills in the one missing piece you couldn't have last season, which is a way to continually get an overshield as well without losing much at all. Pairing this with Void weapons like Corrective Measure with Demolitionist and Adrenaline Junkie, and the Harsh Language Waveframe allows for even more uptime on our Void abilities and Void domination. All this makes for a pretty fun build on its own, but then we add in our exotic armor piece to have even more sources of overshields and weaken effects. The exotic of choice is Second Chance, which is a recently reworked exotic that grants your Void class 2 shield throws. Each shield throw also applies the weaken effects to hit targets to give you even more sources of debuffs, and also gives you more ways of getting overshields. You can also stun barrier champions, and when you do stun a champion, it gives you the full melee back. All this combined makes for numerous ways to always be generating one of the sources in some way, which is an amazing gameplay loop. For the rest of the armor, we're focusing on ways to get our abilities back and generate Orbs of Power. On the helmet, we're rocking a Void Siphon mod for Orbs of Power on Void kills, Ashes to Access for extra super regen on grenade kills. For the gloves, we're rocking Firepower for Orbs of Power on grenade kills, Momentum Transfer for more melee energy on grenade damage, Melee Kickstart for tossing your shield will give you a portion of your shield back in exchange for 1 armor charge. For the chest, we're simply rocking Resistance mods and a single Void Reserves for more Void ammo. The boots, we're adding Recuperation mod, which gives you a portion of your health back for every Orb of Power you pick up. Absolution, which gives you a portion of all your abilities back on each orb pickup, and Void Scavenger for more Void ammo. Finally, on the class item, we're spinning our slots on an Outreach and a Bomber mod each, so every time we use our barricade we get a portion of both our melee and our grenade back, and the Reaper mod, which after using our class ability, our next weapon kill will also give us a Orb of Power. All of this combined makes for a much better Void build than last season and fixes one of the holes that I thought this build had. If you liked last season's build, I think you'll definitely like this one even more. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. Of course, the dim link is in the description. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.